everybody, it's Bunny, and today I'm going to be doing one of my most requested videos, especially as of late. Literally in the last week, I've had 3 requests come in to do this video, and it's the tattoo and piercing tag. And I actually got requested to do this video by icecreamivana and also hellsforchildren, and then today on Twitter by BAMitsRuzi. So I'm going to answer y'all's questions. I'm going to talk mostly about my tattoo because my piercings are not really that big of a deal. I used to have a lot more, but I took a lot of them out just because I got sick of them or because, like, keloids formed. Y'all know what keloids are, like those, like, kind of like bump things that form on the back of a piercing. So I actually never got my ears pierced in the first row until I was like 9 because I was too scared of like the needle. And then when I went off to my first year of college, I got the second holes done. I don't even wear earrings down here very often. It's only if I'm doing like a special event or going for like a really crazy look. And then I also had a piercing right here, which I took out because a really bad keloid formed, and I had one up here, but I just didn't like it, so I took it out because I didn't like, you could see the back more than the earring, and I didn't like that. And then, oh, and I actually had it pierced in 2 different places. Like, I was in this Claire's in Dallas, because I lived in Dallas at the time to go to school. And they were like, oh, well, because I just wanted to get this done right here. And they were like, oh, you'll get another one for free. Do you want to just get it done? And I was like, oh, okay. So I just stuck it over here. And I ended up liking this one a lot better. So this is the only one really in the cartilage besides my industrial that I've kept. Just because I like wearing this like little tiny diamond stud in there. And also you can't really see the back. So now my biggest piercing that I got is my industrial bar. And I took 5 years to think about this. And I had somebody ask me about it on PM, like, if it hurt and stuff like that. And let me tell you this. Okay, when I was at the tattoo studio and I got it done, because you have to get a piercing like this. You can't just, like, go to Claire's or somewhere in the mall. They won't do it. You have to go to, like, a tattoo studio to get it done. They told me under no circumstances to put Neosporin on it. And, like, literally, I got it done, and for 6 months straight, it hurt so bad. Like, if I turned over in the middle of the night and slept on that side, it really hurt. Or if I put my phone up to that part, it really hurt. And then I started putting Neosporin on it because I actually got a really bad keloid on the top part. So for a while I thought I was gonna have to take it out, which really sucked because it was like $70. But I did one last try where I put Neosporin on it twice a day, and I would actually take the bar out and, like, coat the bar in Neosporin with a Q-tip and then slide it back in. And y'all, literally within 2 weeks of putting Neosporin on it twice a day, it was completely healed, and I've never had another problem with it since, and I love it, love it, love it. It didn't really hurt too bad to get it done, but I will tell you something weird. They, like, shoved, like, this cork thing through, like, the first half to pierce the second half. They did the bottom part first and, like, shoved this, like, stopper in it to keep it open while they pierced this part. I don't know. It was a really weird experience. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my tattoo, and I thought really long and hard about what I wanted. I wanted to get something that was, like, really unique to me. And so, anybody that watches my other videos can probably tell, like, I really, really love Clockwork Orange. And not just the movie, I also love the book by Anthony Burgess. For those of you who've watched Clockwork Orange, you probably think, like, okay, like, why do you like this character so much? Like, why do you like this movie so much? Because, like, the first 30 minutes, it's just basically, like, rape and, like, stealing things and, like, beating up old men and, like, crazy stuff like that. But that's really not what it's about, at least to me. The character Alex, like, his true personality, like, yeah, he's, like, a deviant and, like, beats people and stuff like that. But a lot of things happen to him in the movie. I don't really want to spoil the movie for those of you who haven't seen it, but, they try and do stuff to him to change his personality, and, like, a lot of stuff happens to him, but he manages to, like, overcome it and, like, return to his natural self. And last year was a year full of adversity for me. I just had a lot of bad stuff happen to me, and I've always just, like, loved the character of Alex. Like, you can't not love Alexander Delarge. Like, he's just, like, even though he's, like, a terrible person, he just presents himself in such a, like, eloquent and, like, awesome and intellectual sounding way. It's like he can, like, justify beating, like, an old guy. I don't know. Anyway. So, and for anybody who watched my makeup look that I did last night, where I was kind of like speaking in Nadsat a little bit, it's like a completely different language that they use in the movie, and it's a mixture between Russian and, well, it's like altered Russian words and Cockney English slang terms, and so I'll just show y'all my tattoo. That's what it looks like. It says Real Horror Show, and then if you see the O right there, it has eyelashes on the underside of the O, because in the movie, Alex wears a pair of false eyelashes on the underside of his eye. And what Real Horror Show means is it's like a slang term for something that's like really awesome. And so I kind of like look at this any day I'm feeling really depressed, and I'm like, oh, a real horror show. And it just kind of like brightens my day, makes me like feel better about myself, and it's kind of just my own reminder to myself that I can like overcome like whatever bad stuff is thrown my way. I mean, in the movie they like brainwash him, so that's like way worse than like all the stuff that I've been through, but you know, whatever. But it just means a lot to me. And so now I'm going to get into the question that everyone asks me all the time. I get asked this like all the time. And that's, does getting a tattoo hurt? And, okay, the best way to describe it, I swear. Like if you ever have walked past like a doorway or something and there's like a nail sticking out of it or something sharp and you walk past it and you just kind of like scratch your arm, you know, and it just kind of like hurts but not really bad. Like that's basically the feeling that you have for however long it takes to get the tattoo done. So it's not really like a pain, like it's just kind of like an annoyance, you know, and like you kind of just get used to it. But I'll tell you, the weirdest experience I had was when I was getting it done. It was like the palm of my hand was like sweating so bad. I felt so gross. I was just like, oh god, it's like my hand was just like sweating really bad. Now the only place that it did like hurt or feel a little bit uncomfortable or strange, I just want to say it feels a little bit strange more than anything. It's not really like a pain, it's just like, why is this happening? But like right where the O and the W are on my bone there, that's the only place where it kind of hurt, and that's because it's on my bone. So when they hit like a bone, it does feel a little bit more uncomfortable. But I'm actually in the process of getting another one done maybe. And I'm gonna get it on my foot. But I'm kind of like brainstorming about it right now, but I know what I want to do is get, and seriously, if y'all don't know who this character is, it was a show that came on HBO, in like 2005 or something, but it's like my favorite show. I know I've talked about it on here before, but it's Deadwood, and I want to get a cameo of Al Swearingen on my foot, and I want like a gothic frame around it, and then on the side I'm going to get like 2 like knives, because that's kind of like the weapon that he always uses. So, and I'm actually going to get that one in color, but that's the next one that I'm planning on getting. Oh, and here's the other tip about getting a tattoo. Don't freaking put Neosporin on that, because, like, I came home and they put Vaseline on it when you first come home, and they're like, oh, you can wash that off in 2 hours. And so then I was like, oh, well, it will heal a lot faster if I put Neosporin on it. And then, like, I went back, because actually the first time I got it done, like, you see that S? No. It's so hard to show people this. Like the S right there, like at first, like they accidentally forgot to put the extra outline line there. And so I had to go back that night and like get him to retouch it up. But I had the Neosporin on it, and they're like, oh my god, because like how Neosporin heals wounds like that is it will draw the ink out. So I almost just like faded it out on like night 1, like a real first class winner. So definitely don't put Neosporin on your brand new tattoos. And then like from that point I was so paranoid about it that like during the rest of the healing process I didn't even put any stuff on it at all. Like I didn't put, I forgot what the other thing was that they told me I could put on there, but I ended up not putting anything on there because I was just like so paranoid I was going to screw up my tattoo. And like the healing period, it took about 2 weeks really for it to look like really nice and black like this, because it does scab completely over and it looks pretty gross for a while. Like you look like a molting parrot. like, because it'll just be, like, little, like, scabby areas that come up and, like, slowly go away. So be prepared for that. But I promise you it's well worth it, and I'm so glad I waited till I, like, thought and, like, designed the perfect thing myself. And people ask me why I got it on this, like, curve like this, and I just got it like that. Well, one, because my wrist is so thin, and two, because, like, it kind of also forms the shape of an eye. I was being real clever with it. I feel like y'all can't see it that well at all. There you go. And, like, I have to say, I've been debating, like, whether I want to go back and get the letters filled in or not. I kind of like it where they're just outlined right now, but I don't know. I was like, you know what? I'll get it outlined. I'll think about it for a while, and if I want it to not be outlined anymore, I can just always come have it filled in. Yeah, so, but hey, everybody out there with tattoos, show them to me, because I'm just, like, ever fascinated with people's tattoos and piercings and stuff. I've always thought about getting my lip pierced, but I never can ever go through with it because I'm just always scared I won't like it. But that's the only other piercing I've ever thought about getting done. So, as usual, please take a moment to subscribe and comment. And also, you can follow me on Twitter, and I'll put my name right down here. And, so feel free to video respond out there, like, people with tattoos, because I'd love to see them. You can just make me, like, a quick slideshow or a quick video and show me your tattoos, or tell me about your first tattooing experience. That'll be fun. Y'all can comment that. That'd be cool. And I will see you guys later.